Hello again, everybody. We're back on the NES. This time with Castlevania II. A game reviled by some, but we're going to see if it's actually that bad. Step into the shadows of the Hell House. I missed the prologue. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go with it, you know. Alright, Simon's Quest. And it is indeed Simon's Quest. So, right away, here we are. It is Castlevania. First off, it plays immediately like it. You got the same jumping mechanics. Can't adjust your jump midair. You got to commit to a jump. You got the whip with a very minor amount of what am I looking for? What's the word? Wind up. Okay, because I can't. Right, these doors are closed. We can talk to this person though. A crooked trader is offering bum deals in this town. Remember that. Now, first off, why is this game reviled? It's simply put, got a little bit too big for its britches. Rest here for a while. It attempted to do too much. Actually, hold on. I'm wondering if there's not something over here. It attempted to do too much, and the translation job when it came over to the US was just too poor. It's not just a level-based game like Castlevania 1, in case you're unfamiliar. You gotta figure out where to go. Which, is easier said than done. There's a lot of very obtuse sections, and I don't fully remember how they work, so there could very well be a point where we brick wall in this game, especially considering some of the tips that you get from the villagers are sometimes blatantly incorrect. Buy a white crystal? No thank you, I have no money. What do we got in here, though? Want to buy holy water? No. It would be very helpful, but again, I have no cash on me, sir. So that's another thing. You do you do have to do just a little bit of grinding, you know, to get your arsenal. A flame is on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. I refuse to believe that that spells out Dennis. It's definitely Dennis. Rumor has it, comma, the ferryman at Dead River loves garlic. Does he? Or does he hate garlic? I don't know who to trust. Buy a thorn whip. No, that sounds excellent, but I can't. Again, I have no money. But we gotta talk to everybody first. A magic potion will destroy the wall of evil. I'm in full doubt mode to everybody. You have a friend in the town of Aldra. Go and see him. Okay, so as in, we have a friend who lives in the town of Aldra, and not the town of Aldra is our friend. Okay, well, it appears that I've chosen the wrong way. Those enemies seem slightly above my pay grade right now. Oh, hold on. What? 13 clues will solve Dracula's riddle. I don't think we're gonna be solving any riddles of Dracula's on this day. But, and here we go. What a horrible night to have a curse. The all-time classic. It's another reason this game is disliked. It frequently goes into these nighttime sequences, and it just kind of interrupts all of your gameplay. And you just gotta survive it out. Now, fortunately, the enemies that spawn in town here, you see them. They're just real easy, 1, 2, and then they're done. So, you know, we'll fight them for a bit. Do what we need to. Actually, I wish it would spawn more, and then I wish that they would drop hearts. Because I need some currency. But they're stingy. There we go. Okay. Looks like the church is indeed closed at night as well. A bastion for all who need it, unless you show up there at night. Then they tell you to get out. Again, use that turbo button, get as many whips per second out as possible. Look at that Chad walking stance he's got. He cannot be denied. And that's the other problem with the day and night cycle, you know, it just kind of goes on for a little bit too long. Like, I just want to heal up. That's really all I'm looking for at the moment. But already you can tell, it takes a more open world game design approach than Castlevania 1. It has a day and night cycle, has a full password save system. The game means business. It just doesn't necessarily execute it all in the most graceful fashion. But nobody can claim that Castlevania II did not make an attempt. An attempt was definitely made. What do we got? 106. Hey, sweet, we'll be able to buy the Thorn Whip without too much issue. Which I have no doubt will bring us good times ahead. Unfortunately, we just need daytime. We need a little bit of daytime. When your day and night cycle comes at the cost of slowing the game progress down to a halt, it doesn't help. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. It's very poetic, really, as it should be. After all, we're playing Vampirevania. Rest here for a while. There we go. Didn't even cost me anything, I don't think. Probably not. If they charge you at the church, then... dang, man. Alright. Let's try to remember where they sold that Thorn Whip, because I want it. Was it in this building? I think so. I recognize this hooded figure. Yes. Give me that. Well, we have the Thorn Whip now. It doesn't appear to be any longer, but I will just assume out of the goodness of the game's heart that it does more damage. We're gonna talk to that guy, I think. Yeah. Nothing new to learn here. I'm not gonna blindly jump down there. I don't trust the game. I don't trust it if I yeah, see, good thing. I probably would have fallen right into the drink. Alright, let's go out this direction. Look at that. One hit kills thanks to that Thorn Whip. All manner of creatures fall to me. So yeah, if you really wanted to power up, you could just like wait for it to be night and then just stay in town forever and just keep on, you know, devouring that night cycle. Oh man. Oh no! I was gonna say, don't shove me back in. This game's also got that classic Castlevania knockback. You know what I'm talking about. When everything just shoves you right back into the water and then you die from full health bar to no health bar. And it just makes you die inside. Well, and die in the game. You're dead inside and out. That's what I'm really getting at here. So is there anything down here for us? I know it's the kind of game where it's kind of worth checking every nook and cranny. That was not so good. Although it didn't kill us. You can indeed make the jump though, so you may as well make the jump. It didn't even really do damage to us though, did it? The soundtrack is still undeniable. No arguments there. There we go. Alright, may as well take the stairway down, see what there is. Again, you know, I own this game. I do. But I don't know it particularly well. And I've never given a good, solid stab at trying to beat it, so... Hey, a new town. A rib can shield you from evil. Taking that with a grain of salt, but I appreciate the advice regardless. I know that there are hidden areas galore in the game. I just, you know, I don't know where they are. Laurels in your soup enhances its aroma. I got no idea, man. You look pale, my son. You must rest in the church. I'm not doing that bad, honestly. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba, where I have a friend, apparently. Clues to Dracula's riddles are in Berkeley Mansion. Wow, they really got the real Berkeley here. Oh. Yes, we shall rest here for a while, thank you. We're not missing a ton of health, but you may as well retain any health you've got. Okay, no breakable areas here. Again, we check them all. You've got a friend waiting for you in the town of Algeba. Is Algebra a different town, or is that just a poor mistranslation of Alba? You don't know. See, this game, it's all over. We almost got into that house, but it is unfortunately indeed a horrible, terrible, no good night to have a curse. These still take 2 shots, despite the Thorn Whip. I guess these are just extra powerful ghosty enemies. Oh, we got is that a crow or is it a bat? Oh, I don't know, but it's no friend of mine. Well, if nothing else, we'll get a solid amount of currency tonight. I don't know if there's anything to really spend it on in this town, but there could be something real nice in that house right above us there. Yo, look at that. I don't know if, like, you actually have levels in this game or what, but I definitely, something happened. Something happened. Now watch this. Crow's gonna come for me. We still can't get it. It has still conquered me. The crow bat thing. The crow bat thing of wherever this town is. Ah, but this time, see, we got him once. There we go. Was it worth defeating it? I don't know. Let me just one brief moment. Hold on. Incredible how I can do that and no time passes. I am the Time Lord, master of all time. Okay, if you can catch the crow right on its bottom arc, that's a pretty easy kill. Since it does freeze for just a brief second there. It's so dark though, it tends to easily get lost in the background. It is a terrible night to have a curse. That's all I can say, man. Yeah, early impressions. This game does not probably deserve to be mentioned in the same annals as stuff like Deadly Towers and Akari Warriors, but I think people tend to have kind of an exaggerated hate for Castlevania II, but a lot of that is because of, you know, the expectations set, you know? Like Castlevania 1 was such a big deal that anything less than that would be disappointment. And this is less, and it's also more. You know, it's that very bizarre in between point there where you gotta appreciate what it's trying to do, but because you love it, you also have to suggest that it could do better sometimes. So I think we actually needed the holy water to destroy some of these super hidden, scary, special walls that hide things, which means I may have to trek all the way back to the starting town. I don't know where I am here, but it looks nice. I'm glad that eyeball died immediately. Oh, okay. I'm glad that these cursed waters don't immediately kill me. It's very kind of the game. It could have easily decided that was just going to be a one-shot kill, but we're slightly more safe than that. Alright. We are just wandering. We're just exploring. Wandering arduously in this cursed land. Come on. Getting hit by the flying eyeballs. We could be taking more damage, though. I mean, the game seems to be, honestly, fairly forgiving in terms of how much it tries to kill you. Well, never mind. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Deadliest spiders in video game history. I know I'm going the wrong way, because I did once give like a very half-hearted attempt to try and beat this game. I was following a guide, and the guide didn't bring me anywhere like this. So that probably means I am on the wrong course. Is there a town down here? There's a town the last time I went down one of these stairways, so let's check it out and get more lost. Talk to more people, fight more ghouls in town. No, this is not a town. Unless this is, you know, this skeleton capital of the world. We didn't have to jump up on those platforms anyway. Good to know. And by good to know, I mean that information will probably never come back to me again. Why would you ever pick the lower path when that upper path is just so smooth? Shouldn't have held right, as it turns out. Well, now we have to pick the bottom path. So clearly, we need something to progress that direction, which means, yes, I did very much go the wrong way, but you need to know where the wrong way is in order to go the right way. Or, you know, just get lucky and go the right direction. That's an option, but not an option many of us have. Come on, spoders. I don't want to get bodied by spiders, but they'll make it happen. Ah, no, and we're back to experiencing a truly heinous night. Curse status had, night status horrible. They do directly synergize with each other. But we have found a town that we are not safe in because it is nighttime. If I just, like, stand right here, can nothing get me? Or is there going to be some kind of flying, spawning enemy? I'm going to take the opportunity to take a drink of water, you know? I don't take enough opportunities to hydrate on this show. Anyway, let's do a little movement here, just for the sake of seeing something. Oh my god! These ghosts take 5 shots? So it looks like the ghosts get trickier the farther in you get. I mean, it makes sense, I was shocked, you know? So maybe those very first town ghosts would be a one-hit shot with the Thorn Whip. And it's just that second town has the beefier ghosts. That's the content you get here. Just high quality stuff. Endlessly entertaining. Do we have to be moving for time to pass? Like, if I just stand still, does that just mean that I'm screwing myself over? Come on. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you hit them fast enough. 5 hits, doesn't matter. It could be 8 hits and we get out scot-free. Yeah, but 8 hits might be cutting it pretty close, but you get it. Look at that, just move left a pixel at a time. That is a single pixel too. Believe me, I counted them, all of them. I've counted every pixel in the game so far. So what happened there, you may ask? I mistook this little ledge here, like right at my hips, as a platform that I could stand on. But it wasn't, so instead I am simply dead. Real good stuff is what I'm trying to say. The night can be over any time now, honestly. Look, just complain and you'll get your way. The morning sun has once again vanquished the horrible night. It's a very quick sunrise. Okay, does anybody live here? Or have I just found like a terrible abandoned ghost town filled with nothing for me? So far, there doesn't really appear to be anybody here. Ah, there's someone! Buy some garlic. It has special powers. You gonna sell it to me? Alright, this is one of those more vertical towns, you know. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the Veros Woods. They're all over, apparently. We got a lot of abandoned homes here. This town has been better. They've seen better days. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in Rover Mansion. Okay, so clearly there's a bunch of levels that you can go to. I just have not been finding any of them. You got anything useful for me? A laurel will protect you from the poison marsh. Okay. The dead river waits to be freed from the curse. All very vague. To restore your life, shout in front of the church. Shout in front of the church! Doesn't seem quite right. I refuse to exchange my crystal for yours. Joke's on you, I don't even have a crystal. Dude, do you see that? Check it out. You can see my whip on the other side of the screen. Good stuff. That's just classic NES jankery, though. Alright, well, there was nothing of any value in this town. I'm thinking that wandering so far away from the first town was a mistake. A rookie mistake for rank amateurs such as myself. So let's just roam farther away from the town. Look at this. We got great little hands trying to grab you from underground. Well, I can't make that jump. That was a quick wake-up call there. A quick reality check. That's more what I'm looking for. That I cannot progress that direction. Alright, well, let's go backwards then. And experience several more nights of horror. Well, shouldn't have jumped. That was on me. I was getting too fancy, you know. Wanted to put a little too much razzle-dazzle in my my basic screen transitions. Razzle dazzle. NBA Jam, shout out. We'll play that game soon enough. And by soon enough, I don't mean anytime soon. Alright. What do you got for me now, game? I'm traveling backwards, just like you asked me to. Or, well, just like how you implied, judging that you've given me so many dead ends that I can't do anything with. So we'll just keep walking and wandering as far as we have to, until we find something that makes sense to our lizard brain. I don't know if that bottom path has anything good or not. It's already nighttime? Jeez. I mean, it may as well be night while I'm traveling, you know. There's nothing else better to do right here. Yeah, there we go. Discard the spider. Okay, the skeletons are more powerful. Just run. Just run. Don't even put any thought into it. Yep. Double hit skeletons. Not something you like to see. Run away from the bat. Leap over this skeleton with the impressive vertical leap you've got. I know I can't leap over something roughly my own size. It would never happen. What is this? A level! I have no way to progress in it though. So clearly I can't go there yet. But that's okay. Good to know there's something there. Can't go that way either. Everything is blocked off to me right now. But that's great intel. I know that that's there. I'll forget that it's there and it won't have mattered. I'm almost dead. We're gonna game over. And it'll all be just one big anticlimax. Just, yeah, ignore the bat. Ignore it. Take a little trip downstairs. It brings us here, where we've already been. Dude. At this point, I'm like, get me somewhere. Maybe that bottom path is where I have to be. Yeah, don't spawn another one down there. It spawned another one down there. You son of a gun. It's gonna keep doing it. I did my best. Believe you me, I did. Game start. Okay, well, we're back. We lost all of our money, but we still have our trusty thorn whip. So that's great, I suppose. Just let me go down here without having an eyeball in my face. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's right. Go down here. We'll find something more or less decent, probably. I hold no promises, you know. You could figure this game out for yourself, I'm sure, if you had a lot of time on your hands, but it's a little extra, you know. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. We are saved. Nothing will ever harm me again, except we're still in a hostile cave. Okay, I remember this now. But you thought I was gonna die right there. Not today, says me. Okay, so this is the second town where I got kind of, you know, lost. I'm not talking to you. Get out of here. We'll go take a quick rest in the church. You know, get those 2 bars of health back. That's clearly gonna make a huge difference at the end of the day. Alright, back to the start of the game where I belong. You can't just skip everything in speedrun. Unless you're a speedrunner and you know exactly what to do, then go nuts. I need more than 10 hearts if I'm gonna make something happen, financially speaking. Or I can just go this way. Good plays there. Good plays. Dropping down right next to that skeleton without actually getting hurt. I thought that was a brilliant move. Thank you. So this must be the actual level 1. Like... Wait! I just took the long way? Is that all I did? What's going on here? Oh yeah, and I thought I couldn't progress this way, but you can, because that's not part of the background, that's part of the foreground, you dummy! Wow, well I took a very long and convoluted path away for seemingly no reason. And by no reason, I mean the reason was content. Glorious, glorious content. Please don't hit me like that, Mr. Skeletal. Maybe I can go to the left of the town. Maybe there's something over there, right? You know, assuming that I make it back in one piece, which shouldn't be that tall of an order. Keyword shouldn't. That was risk. Risk that I didn't have to take. What can I say? I'm a maverick. I'm a high roller. I can't be stopped, except by the games that stop me, which will be this one. I've been starting to lay out like my top 10 and bottom 10 games of the years, in accordance with how I played them. Maybe someday I'll do additional content with that, but you know that takes effort. I'm not exactly about that. Throw me a controller, I'll play you an hour of a game. I might even tell you a fun fact about it if I already know it. Like I'll tell you, oh, Flintstone's Surprise at Dinosaur Peak is actually one of the rarest games of all time. Thanks to being released so late in the NES's life cycle, and you'll say, duh, everybody knew that. Tell me something I don't know. Come on, man. Well, coming here at night was the dumbest idea. We're dead. We are very exceptionally dead. Oh, come on. Why spawn me right there? That's just incredibly rude. Well, now we survive another night in town. I know. I don't know what to do either. Now again, in today's world, there do exist things such as guides to where if you wanted to sit down and beat Castlevania II, you could do it relatively trivially. A nice little voice in the sky telling you exactly what to do, exactly where to go. Sometimes a game makes that necessary. This is one of those games. And you know, that's probably why it is not revered so well as Castlevania 1. Castlevania 1, there's no question. You just play. You go in a direction that is obvious to you. You overcome the obstacles in your path. You beat Dracula, and you say, that was good. Castlevania 2, it's a little clogged. Gotta say, still not Deadly Towers bad or anything. I mean, the base game is still Castlevania. It's like they took Castlevania 1 and then just slapped it in an overly complex package. Which does definitely tarnish a good deal of it. I'm not here trying to tell you, I think Castlevania II is actually better than Castlevania 1. No, don't worry about that. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying, just because the Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on it like 57 years ago, I mean, we all gotta keep holding it in that same low esteem, you know? Give it a little bit of credit. It does try every now and then. It's like... It's less obtuse, but it reminds me of Wolfenstein Youngblood. That Wolfenstein game that came after Wolfenstein, the New Colossus, where they decided, hey, let's make it all based on co-op, and let's have it all take place in this semi-open world. And everyone was like, this just doesn't hit the same. And some people were like, it's the worst game I've ever played. And I'm like, you are a baby. You are an actual baby if it's the worst game you've ever played. Let's keep it all in perspective, man. Alright. We do some healing. Do a little healing. And now, because I have enough money, if I can find the people who sell the holy water and the crystal, I will take both. Because I'm assuming they are both mandatory if you want to actually make anything happen. Want to buy holy water? Yes, I do. I do indeed want to buy holy water. We have selected holy water. It doesn't seem to cost anything to use. But I don't think it has the same offensive capabilities as Castlevania 1 holy water either. So curb your enthusiasm for a little bit here. Are you the Thornwhip person, or are you the Crystal person? You're the Thornwhip person, okay. Well, I don't think buying another Thornwhip is going to get me anything, honestly, so we'll just, Yeah, nothing to do there. Look at that jump. I got hops. Where is our preferred crystal supplier? That's the church, so he's not going to be in there. You wouldn't catch crystal suppliers dead in the church. I'm pretty sure the holy water is what unveils secret areas, but of course it's also the kind of game where it's like, hey, it may be a secret area, but you need to go there to make anything happen. And then everybody boos you. They say, boo this man. But then it turns out they were just saying boo-earns the whole time. And it was all a big misunderstanding. Yeah, I don't know where the guy who sold the crystal has ever been. I'm just gonna assume that the holy water is good enough. We can actually kind of damage things with the holy water, but compared to the thorn whip, it's kind of a why would you do that kind of ordeal. Like, you tell me which is better. Ooh, okay, well, that did one-shot him there. Does not one-shot the werewolf. It's actually impossible. Come on, man. It's actually impossible to hit the werewolf. At least, if you got him in that cycle, may as well not bother. I'm feeling real, hey, hold my beer about some of these maneuvers. Like, that's a little more safe. Instead of just jumping forward regardless of when the merman spawns, saying, hey, I have no regard for my own safety! But that's what makes you an actual cool kid, is having no regard for... See, look at that. Check that out. we've come down to a location that we already could have gotten to in a slightly different fashion. And there's really nothing to it. Depending on how you feel about those little water pit things, that might even be slightly more dangerous. It might even be a slightly more dangerous method. Get holy water on, though. That is genuinely all I can say to you, is get holy watered. I'm gonna go back to that other town now, because now that I have the holy water, I think I can break some walls open in some of those buildings. And quite frankly, I don't know what else to do. I tell you though, time has passed very, very quickly playing this game. It's because, you know, I'm just totally lost on what to do, you know? We're doing so much wandering. I just wish it would be day. Like, give me an item that allows me to switch it to daytime immediately. But just give it to me at the start of the game. The day-night cycle, I will say, it's a nifty idea, but it did not have to be here. It does not contribute positively. Anyhow. Good thing they picked it back up with Castlevania III, right? And the series maintained a good, strong, healthy base of games to this day and totally didn't just get dumped by Konami in favor of gambling machines. The end. Did anyone play those, the 3D Castlevania games? I don't even mean like the bad N64 ones. Like, there were a couple for the PS2, there were the Lords of Shadows games. I played a little bit of Lords of Shadows 1, but didn't really stick with it. That was, you know, back in the period where I'd, like, didn't ever play a whole game. I'd be like, hey, ooh, 15 minutes of a game I've never played. Poggers. And then just never touched it again. I try to avoid that a little more nowadays. I'm like, no, I want to at least see the credits. Show me what you have to offer. And in exchange, I will give you my undying loyalty for anywhere from 5 to 75 hours. I used to be a big proponent of the dollar to hour ratio, where I'm like, if you pay $60 for a game, you better get at least 60 hours of content. But I've definitely laxed on that since. I don't think that that's quite as important as I once did. Now I'm like, dude, give me like 10 of the best hours I've ever seen in my life, and you're forgiven. Because I played enough games where I'm like, wow, that was like 120 hours of game, but I don't know if it was really 120 hours worth of game worth it. Alright, check this out. See? Will you buy a dagger? I probably should, actually. Hold on, I'll come back to you. I gotta see what the other shady people in this town are offering here. After I throw holy water on all of them. You're all sinners! Go to hell, all of you. They're already there. I mean, come on, the town gets completely overrun and infested with monsters every night. What more can you really ask for? Okay, well, it turns out that... Oh! He who throws holy water at everything will be rewarded. Apparently. Dude, you look shifty. I'm sure you're selling something real nasty. Purchase a chain whip? Can't lie, dog. That sounds good to me. Dude, look at it. It's a visual upgrade. That means it's more powerful than anything that you could possibly imagine. Is it a little bit shorter than the Thorn Whip? Or is that just kind of a placebo effect in my head? Either way, I don't care. I'm sure I'll now be able to one-shot anything in the game. That doesn't help fix the whole issue of me not knowing where to go, though. That's still a problem. My currency. It's gone. I know I didn't buy the dagger, but I'm hoping that the dagger is less essential. Fact of the matter is, we've got the chain whip, and we cannot be stopped. I don't know if I dug that from the deep recesses of my memory that little hidden passage was there or what, but I don't know. There was a feeling, and I knew that I had to capitalize. Never disregard instinct. That's the super fancy line that the wise character would say in the movie. Yes, the movie. You know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking about There's Something About Mary. Never forget being, 11 years old or something like that, and seeing the scene where he zips his nuts up in the zipper. Not like the first scene in the movie or something like that. It's very early. That much I can remember. And oh yeah, and that's accompanied by the old lady's naked upper torso. Yo, I'm not convinced that there's nothing for me to do here, but at the same time, if I just jump down here, then what? What was that? Hold on. Yeah, game over. I know. Hold on. Bring me back. I stood on something for a brief second. What was it? I don't know, but we're in business, I think. Am I missing an item that would let me actually see what that is? Okay. Well, I figured out the game. We've beaten Castlevania II. Congratulations, it's over, done. Come on now. You don't gotta do that, Mr. Gargoyle. Gargoyle's Quest is a Ghosts and Goblins game, not a Castlevania game. You're thinking about Kid Dracula, Mr. Gargoyle. Kid Dracula, by the way, fantastic game. Oh no, we're gonna die, aren't we? There's gonna be like an invisible block that just sends me down into the Shadow Realm. Maybe not. We don't need invisible blocks, we'll just have the normal blocks. I knew the second that I hit jump, I was like, that's not even close to being good enough. What did I do about it? I committed anyway. Better to fail with conviction than not fail at all. It's the worst piece of advice I could ever give. We got slimes. Those weren't in Castlevania 1. There appears to be nothing here. I have once again died. I was gonna say, we're gonna game over constantly in this stage, and I'm okay with it. We just ignore him. The fact that it's something else to do, I consider that a boon. You know, it's just such a small victory that, come on. A small victory that I have found anything. He almost got me. Not gonna lie. So like, can I go up over here? Or is this... No, no, no. But I can go to the left, though. Yeah, I think I can go up these stairs, and hopefully there'll be something slightly more enticing. But I'm sure whatever is going on in this level, I'm sure that I am missing an item that is going to make everything considerably less painful for me. So I'm just kind of choosing to do it the hard way. Because I accidentally figured out how to get into the level. Dude, did you see how we just avoided both of those fireballs? High octane gaming? I didn't mean to holy water you, skeleton, I'm sorry. Good thing I missed, or would have felt real bad. See, even like here though, the level design is just not what it was in Castlevania 1. That was an awfully long stretch of hallway. Yo! A symbol of evil will appear when you strike the stake. I don't know what any of that means. That must be one of the clues to Dracula's riddle. I hate it. But I did find it. And I gotta find a way to, you know, get back there without falling down that little pit. Instead, I'm just kind of meandering downwards in the most counterintuitive way possible. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. I had this figured out at one point, and now I'm just like, I've turned into a 5-year-old baby. You know what I think it is? It's the game slightly slowing down as it loads and unloads sprites. And it makes the timing of your jump more questionable as a direct result. So I'm probably gonna fall down again. Okay, that's where the fall down section is, right there. So do we have to try to jump further? Oh no, I have an idea though, and I'll attempt to execute it, and I will fail. Fail at the execution, rather. Dude, you see that slime? Skyrocketed up into the nether. I can tell it's into the nether because it's gone. Okay, so that. There we go. Look at that. Clever, clever. Now it's going to drop us onto the spikes. Nope, nope. We're fine. Is that some kind of evil wizard, or is that somebody I can just talk to? Is he chill? I think he might be chill. Let's go see if we can get to the mysterious, tall, dark, and handsome fella in the hood. Worst case scenario, he starts shooting fireballs at me. But no, look at this. Invest in an oak stake. Invest. What a nice way to say it, you know? Dude. Does it do anything? I'm sure you need it to, like, beat Dracula, right? Ah, okay, okay. So that's the joke. You only actually get one. So I have wasted the oak stake. But, you know, at least we saw it. What kind of silver lining is that? We saw the oak stake. Now we're back here. Okay, well. It's great knowing this place while it lasted. Learned a lot about the game. Learned that it's obtuse everywhere. Now, what I don't know is, are we actually missing an item, or do you genuinely just not get to see where things are in this dungeon. This level. This stage. I am legitimately unsure. The only thing I'm sure of is I got a clue and a steak, and I'm not going to go back to rebuy the steak because I have 4.5 minutes left of this episode, and I considerably, and I genuinely doubt that I'll be able to make any use of it. But hey, we did get to see something, so I consider that an absolute win. Look at that. Dodging webs like I am the Green Goblin. I was gonna say like I'm Spider-Man and just make an intentionally dumb joke, but I thought, why make a dumb joke when you can make a non-joke? Because let's be real, there wasn't really a joke there. It was just kind of a reference. Which is the worst type of humor, I think. Every now and then, you can drop a reference and it's very clever, especially if it's like very situationally apt. But most of the time when people drop references, it's just like, oh, he said a thing that everybody likes and now we're all gonna laugh because we all like that thing. And it's just, you know, there's no soul to it. Like, anybody can do that. Especially when it's just like referencing the most popular things imaginable. Like, oh, Super Mario Brothers, am I right? And it was like, whoa, you just said Mario, can you believe it? I can't believe it. No one's played that game. What a gamer, man. Am I strawmanning you? No, actually. The bit that always comes to mind is a bit in The Big Bang Theory, which I do not watch because it is guilty of all of those sins that I hate so much. But it has a little bit where Sheldor is, you know, having a dinner date or something at his own place because, you know, he's a total fucking nerd who wouldn't understand that taking somebody out would be a better solution, despite the fact that he has loads of money. Anyway, he's doing a dinner date, and the joke is it is suggested that he puts on some romantic music. So he puts on the Super Mario Brothers World 1 Level 1 theme. And of course the laugh track just absolutely loses it. They're like, oh my god, he just did that. Holy shit, Mario! And I'm like, I've seen that bit once, and it's like one of the few bits of that show that I've seen. It just happened to be on someone's TV. And I died a little bit on the inside. I was like, this is humor? Is this humor? I don't know, man. So I would love for daytime to come back before the episode ends, because I want to see if I can blow a hole into these abandoned houses somewhere. Instead, we'll just rock around like that. Hey, there we go. Wait, turn right for Camilla Cemetery, left for the Algebra Woods. You know, I guess I never realized that you could actually read these signs. So that's news to me. I kept pressing up on the signs. I don't know why I thought that would have worked. So you do get some sense of direction, I guess. It's just, unfortunately, we're going to be robbed of seeing anything blown up here. Boy, what a fizzling out of an episode this was. We don't get anything. At least we got to see a little bit of that one level where we got a clue. Was that like the manor people were talking about? Seems like it, but yeah, without knowing what you're doing, Castlevania II is a bit of a frustrating experience just because, you know, you're walking around waiting for the night cycle to end. That's time, by the way. Oh, yeah, of course. Right as the video ends. What did I say? I knew it would happen. Anywho, that's Castlevania 2. It is a disappointment compared to Castlevania 1, no doubt about it. It is not the worst game in the world, no doubt about it. It's just, yeah. It's a real good thing they picked it up with Castlevania 3, because that was the jolt in the heart that it needed. Because, yeah, if it kept trying to do this kind of thing the whole time, would have been a bad move. But, you know, they tried something new. You can't fault that unless you're a kid back in 1988 and you've been waiting for the next Castlevania game and you get it and then you're disappointed, and then that's the only game that you got because it was like $50, which was like $10 billion back then, and then you're like, come on, Nintendo. I should have mentioned developed and published by Konami, but you all knew that, so I just didn't say it. Anywho, yeah, it's Castlevania 2. It is what it is. We go back to the Sega Master System to play Rambo 3 tomorrow. I wasn't particularly a fan of the first Rambo on the Master System, but maybe Rambo 3 will be something a little more up my alley. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what it plays like. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of game it is. I don't know if it's another top-down shooter, if it's a side-scrolling Contra clone. I have no idea. So we'll figure out together what Rambo 3 holds in store. Until then, though, thank you always for watching. We'll catch you next time.